All right, what's going on, everybody? I got started on a little project. It's been raining here in Southern California. It's not really weather compared to some places. Most people would laugh, but we got some cold weather and a bunch of rain, so I haven't been able to go out to do any prospecting. Like I said, I got started on a project. Um, in the meantime, and I wanted to make a riffle bar, a secondary riffle bar for my Calsluice, and I got partway through the project and I realized, you know what, some people might be interested in watching this. I haven't put out a video for a little bit, and I figured I'll just give you a little peek at what I've been doing and what I'm planning. So show you some products that I just bought, and I bought these things on the cheap. I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money just in case this thing didn't work out, and I was kind of skeptical, but now I'm fairly impressed. Some Harbor Freight stuff, and I mean, not expensive tools, but they seem to be getting the job done. And I'll turn the camera around and show you guys what I've been up to. Okay, so this is my Calsluice. Bought it from Robert, Calsluice.com. This was my graduation box from my homemade sluice when I first started about a year and a half ago. Prospected with my homemade sluice for, I don't know, maybe 4 months before I decided that I needed to get something a little better than I had. When I made that one, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just copying some other people that I saw. But the Calsluice here is an undercurrent sluice. I added the ass air mat here, but this is the perforated screen that lets the water flow through the bottom chamber. The water flows over the deck on the top here, and then across the perforated grizzly. And this grizzly is you're supposed to be able to remove this without necessarily disturbing anything underneath that might be in that V matting. This compared to this V matting, this is a lot shallower. But anyway, so anything that falls through the grizzly should get stuck in here. If it doesn't, then it gets caught in the riffle bars. I've added the miner's moss here, but the V matting goes all the way to the end. And just like most others, this is removable. Okay, held in by those bolts. I mean, you can take out the matting. So I really just wanted to do an upgrade to this and see if I notice any difference. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build an aluminum set, riffle bar set that'll go through here, and the next time I'm out, I'm going to run it without the grizzly and see what happens. I think the right water flow, I can just have all the material drop through here. I might have to classify, I don't know, we'll have to see. But I've got some more of this miner's moss that I'm going to put here. I'm going to build this riffle bar set here out of aluminum angle stock and some flat stock. I'm going to show you guys what I've come up with. I've already measured it and started the first rung of the riffle bars. But I want to show you what that's going to look like. So I'll turn this back on in a minute. Okay, so this is my first attempt. I've just taken some angle stock aluminum and some flat stock. Probably should have took the sticker off before I burnt it. But I've cut these 45-degree notches on both sides for this 1/8" bar stock to slip into. Doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to fill it in with the aluminum weld or whatever. But never use this product. I'm not advocating for this product, but this seemed to work really well for me. I don't know if that's going to focus, but it makes a really good bead once you've figured out how to do it. put this thing down here. So that's a pretty good bead, and it is solid. Okay, again, once you figure out how to do it, this stuff works really well. And the aluminum is going to break before that seal, and I mean, I'm not a professional. This is my first time. Okay, so don't beat me up, guys. It's just trial and error right now for me. So my thought is, I've notched this. I've got to clean this thing up quite a bit. But my thought is to put a second set of riffle bars back here, and there's going to be another one. There's going to be another one here and another one here, so that any of the material that drops off, gets washed and dropped off the deck, is going to pass over these really big riffle bars and then over these low profile riffle bars. And we'll see if we get anything more. Trick to it all, of course, prospecting, is finding that pocket of gold where the gold actually is and extracting it from all the material. So I'm going to get this set up. I'll show you guys how to use the aluminum weld to weld the next bar. But this is a cheap way. I don't have a TIG welder. I'm not a welder at all. But I don't have a TIG or a MIG or whatever it takes to weld aluminum, and this is really thin stock anyway. So this product seems to be working okay. Okay, so that's what I ended up with. Pretty solid. I'm happy with it. I gotta clean it up. And I've got to grind all these joints. But I'm happy. Pretty impressed with the way it came out. Once I clean it up, I'll show you what it looks like in the box. Still got some modifications to do to this so that it fits. there's some other hardware in the box that isn't necessarily compatible with the length that I have here, but I just kind of guessed at it. Not too bad. Okay, so now that I've got the riffle bar sanded down, ground down, cleaned up a little bit, I've installed it just tentatively. Gotta figure out a way to notch this so that when I can install this piece first, and then when I install this riffle bar, it goes in and then locks down, and it'll lock this. And I think I'm going to probably cut the miner's moss here, but I'm happy. I've got a bunch of new riffle bars installed in my box, and we'll have to see what it looks like or how it works. It's not perfect. In fact, I'm not necessarily happy about that bow right there. But they're sturdy. I'm not going anywhere. Alright, well, I'm gonna say this just a quick little video about what I was doing on my time off. Thanks for watching.